So in 2020, I always wanted to do a mission, but then because of lockdown, I couldn't do it. And then when I went to AYC Congress in Finland, that's where I met someone and they were telling me about it and really encouraging me and saying, you know, you should try. But because it was in July when I heard about it, I thought it's going to be booked. So I said, let me apply, and then fingers crossed, if I get it, it would be amazing. And then luckily I applied and I got in. So it was very last minute. I think I was one of the last two actually to get in to the year in mission. Yeah, the academic part was really interesting. At first, I thought maybe this is a trick to do theology. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be a pastor because it's not for me. But I realized that a lot of understandings of the Bible was like much bigger than what meets the eye. You know, when you just read a chapter, you think it's a literal meaning, but it could be completely different to what you think. So we had a really good understanding of the Bible in a bigger perspective. And also that did help as well when we went to Cyprus, because I was teaching baptismal classes and doing Pathfinders. So I needed to know the Gospel of John, and we looked at that in our classes. So it helped a lot. So when we got there, we did have a set schedule that we followed, but there was a lot of gaps. So our supervisor, Maritza, she was like, you know, feel free to fill in the gaps, you know, use creativity, use your mind, use your skills. So there were some gaps, and I introduced a singing club because, you know, I'm kind of like, that's my strong area with music department in church. So yeah, I introduced that, and also another one of the missionaries looked at Bible reading and Bible discoveries, where we like looked deeper into chapters. So there was a lot of space to be creative, but we did have a set structure, like Monday to Friday, we knew what we were doing, and then Sabbath and Sunday, we also knew what we were doing as well. It definitely impacted my life in a really good way. I think I'm more confident, and I feel like I'm more explorative with myself. So I learned some new things about myself, like skills, things that I like, things that I don't like, how to communicate with people. You can't always communicate in the same way with everyone. There's different techniques. And also I learned that there's so many ways to reach people. You know, it's not always about the health message and evangelizing with books. You have to also meet people where they are. So basic needs like food and drink and, you know, hospitality and shelter. So just reaching people in different ways, and remembering that your mission field is the person in front of you and is not the place, it's actually the people around you. I would say they need to have three things. So prayer, perseverance, and power. So I would say those three things because keeping God like in the center of everything you do will always help you focus, first of all. And also God knows your heart. So if you know this is something you want to do genuinely and it's authentic, and you feel like you can reach the wider community and serve and tell people about God, then you should just do it and go for it. Like everyone says, just go for it, because you never know what you can learn. When I went there, I didn't think I was going to be teaching English, because wasn't the person to do that before. But when I went there, I was doing so many things that I never would have imagined. And you can learn so much about yourself whilst impacting people. So it's a really good opportunity for yourself as well as others. So yeah, I would say do it.